Hi, I'm finishing off my top tips for healthy skin. So the last of the 10 top tips. So what are we on? Tip 41. So we've got 10 to go. When you're having a bath, after you've had a bath, make sure you don't have too hot a bath water or shower water because it's actually quite stripping. When you come out of the bath or the shower, pat the skin dry, don't rub it too vigorously. So you want to leave slightly damp skin. And now a real cheap, effective way of locking in that moisture is to apply something like olive oil just to the skin. If you don't like that, go for a really rich oil-based moisturizer, and that will just lock in and seal that skin and keep it well hydrated. Tip 42. I've talked about washing your face, so prior to sports and washing your face on a regular basis, morning and night. But in actual fact, washing your face too much can have a detrimental effect on your skin. So what it can do is it can strip the natural oils in your skin and can really lead to dehydration. So if you're having to wash your face more than twice a day, go for something really, really mild, or just wash in a little bit of water, but try to stick to twice a day and use your home care and your daily products to really feed and nourish the skin. Tip 43, your beauty products. It's really hard sort of to identify what you actually need. Marketing is huge, and unless you know those sort of hero ingredients, you can be sort of swept up. All I would say is do your research. Marketing is there to sort of get the consumers to buy, but sometimes the most expensive isn't always the most effective. So that's why I'm trying to give you some more natural home-based products that you can actually use that can work just as effectively. Also, when you're using products that you buy, don't give up too quick. If you don't see an automatic change within 2 weeks, that's quite normal. Your skin is on a rotational cellular turnover, which means that it's evolving and coming up to the surface. And that, on a healthy skin, can take 4 weeks. And as you've got an aging skin, and as your skin ages, or if it's compromised in any way, sometimes you need to use a product for up to 8 weeks before you see a real benefit. And also, if they're changing and remodeling, things can take a little bit longer. So when you try your products, give them time. Tip 44. So, kiwis. I love kiwis to eat, but they're really packed full of vitamin C. I talk about vitamin C. Vitamin C is a really good antioxidant, and it helps combat free radicals and blah, 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 blah. Vitamin C, as we know, oranges, grapefruits, lemons, all of those. When you're looking for a vitamin C in a beauty product or a health product, look at the percentage of the vitamin C. So vitamin C will often come under a name of ascorbic acid, and you really want a potent vitamin C. The thing is with vitamin C, as you know, like with apples, it oxidizes, which means that when it comes into oxygen, it can turn brown. So if you're using a vitamin C product, you want an active vitamin C, but you also want to make sure that that it's in an airtight container, and do check the color of your product. If it starts to go from a clear color, colorless, to a sort of yellowy browny, that means often that the vitamin C has lost its activeness, and it's not going to do it really you the benefit. So do look out for that. I love Illumia vitamin C. Use it every day. It's active, and you can see that it keeps its colorless color. Sugar. Sugar is something that, we know that we shouldn't be eating too much sugar for diabetes and other health complaints, but sugar can have a real effect on the skin, and it causes what's something called glycation. The proteins in your skin will react with the high sugar intake. So I would always say, look at the sugar that you're eating, try and keep it more natural, have a healthy skin. 46, minerals. I've spoken about oysters containing zinc, but we've got minerals like zinc, copper, selenium, and they're really, really good for collagen production. And we know collagen is really good for our skin because it gives us that volume, that plumpness, and that real healthy volume. So minerals are very good for a healthy immune system. Our immunity is really, really good for us, and keeping our skin elastic so it is nice and stretchy and it goes back in its original place. Lots of minerals, you can get them in foods, chickens, beefs, all of those things, but also you can get minerals in multivitamins and minerals, so look out for those. Tip 47. Look at your skin. You see it every single day. We look in the mirror and we look at our skin. We look at our appearance. But are we actually looking at our skin? Our skin tells us so much. But I want to focus more on spots, moles, things that are changing on our skin. Strip your skin naked. Take off all your makeup, undress, have a look at your skin, look at the moles, get to know your body. If you can't look at your back, you can always hold a phone in the mirror and have a look at your back. Make sure that your moles aren't changing, growing, becoming symptomatic, so they're itching, they're bleeding, or you're getting new spots that don't heal, these red areas or brown areas. Just get to know your skin. We don't have a national screening program like we do for lots and lots of other cancers. So it's down to us to be empowered to really look after our skin. It tells you so much. So I would always recommend at least once every 3 months, really get to know your skin. Take photos, monitor your skin, and if you notice any changes or you're concerned, do go and see a specialist. 48, retinol. I'm a great fan of retinol, and retinol is used for 2 main skin conditions. So we use retinol in aging of the skin, because what retinol actually does is it improves that cellular turnover, so the time it takes for our skin to come to the surface and shed off. Now, as we get older, that slows down like everything else. So we get a more duller, sort of thinner skin as we get older. Now, retinol really improves that, and it can help shrink down the pores and just really improve the complexion of our skin. But in acne, it's also very good because it sort of modulates with the sebum production, and again, it helps shrink down those pores. So when you're using a retinol product, I would always seek some advice from a specialist. You want to start on a low percentage. Retinol can be quite irritating to the skin, so you really do need to titrate up to a level that's suitable for your skin. Retinol is actually very, very sensitive to UV, or it'll make your skin very sensitive to UV rays. So again, when you're using retinol products, only use them at night as your nighttime regime, and then in the morning, always put a suitable sunscreen on that protects you from UVA and UVB. I always go for a physical because then it reflects the UV rays, it doesn't absorb them. And so, water. Water, as we know, great for hydrating us, but it's really, really good for the skin. And if we are dehydrated, we can see that on the skin. You know, I can see that from someone's skin, and just by touching, you can tell they're not getting enough water. So just ensure that you do step up your water intake. And lastly, and this is something I have been sort of posting about a little bit, is whoever you go and see for any of your treatments, advice or anything, make sure that the therapist, specialist, doctor, nurse has the experience and the credibility to give you the advice you need. We are seeing an extensive saturated market in a lot of people offering cheap and you know, aesthetic procedures and treatments for people, and they're not suitably qualified. It's taken me 29 years within dermatology, a passion for skin, and I'm still learning. And I would not do anything that I felt uncomfortable with, or if I didn't know the answer, I'd be totally honest. Do your research. Sometimes cheaper treatments, unless they're on like an introductory special offer, I would always be cautious. You don't have to go for the most expensive treatment or practitioner, but just do your research, ask to see certificates, and ask your practitioners what their experience are. It's all about being safe. This is your face and this is your skin. And your skin, as we know, it's like an elephant, it never forgets. Trust your skin with an appropriate qualified practitioner. So they're my top tips, 50 of them. There's loads more, but I had to shave them down a little bit. I've got a few videos that are coming. Again, very natural things and using natural remedies, but I love to use aesthetic treatments as well to really enhance the skin and to rebuild and to remodel and improve health. So I hope you've enjoyed, and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye.